What is up, everybody? This is Erik, the one and only barrier collector, and today I am doing a very special episode. Now, you all are wondering, what in the world am I doing with all of these ponies? We got classic My Little Pony, fake My Little Pony, crossover My Little Pony, current My Little Ponies, ponies here, pony there, pony everywhere. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because this week, as of the release of this video, I'm going to be celebrating my daughter Alexis's 3rd birthday. So in commemoration of her 3rd birthday, I am doing this special episode for her because she loves ponies. She loves Barbie. She loves all things little girls like right now at that age. But ponies is one of the things she really likes. But the game that I'm going to be reviewing is not going to be My Little Pony. It's actually a game that came out many years ago back in the days, and that is Crystal's Ponytail for the Sega Genesis. Now, this game was released by Arctech Studios and Sega back in October of 1994, and you control that pony right there, Crystal, out to save her friends from an evil witch who has kidnapped them, turned them into jewels. And so she sets off on a little quest to go rescue them and have a great birthday party or a celebration of some sort. As you can see, another friend right there and whatnot. Now, this game is actually it's a 2D side-scrolling platformer puzzler, but I would like to say that it has very light elements of Metroidvania and very light elements of point-and-click style play. Not really point-and-click, but it has that little element to it. Now, the whole object of the game is you go to 3 realms. It's like caves, forest, and the farm to seek out these stones. And in these stones is where all of Crystal's friends are imprisoned. And so once you reach a spot that has a hole where you put one of the stones, you release one of Crystal Ponies' friends. I can't even say it. It's like a tongue twister. So you will release one of her friends, and out comes out the witch. And you do a little battle, and once you defeat the witch, you rescue one of the ponies. And you have to rescue, I believe, a total of 7 ponies in order to defeat the witch once and for all and enjoy your celebration. Now, this game, my opinions about this game. First of all, I've known of this game ever since, back in the days. By the time the game was released in 1994, that would have put me around like high school. So these type of games were not in my they weren't in my scope of playing it. I would see it a lot at local flea markets and such. It wasn't an uncommon game, and it's not an expensive game to own. It's rather cheap. But I've always been curious. But the thing is, I would see the game, but I never picked it up, never bothered to play it until and I've known of the game, and I've always had that little curiosity. And I've heard good and bad things about the game. I've heard mostly average things about it. And average, positive, average, but some bad things and all of that. But all in all, it always had my curiosity. And I will say why. At first, I thought this was part of the My Little Pony series, as you can see with all of these ponies here. I thought that this game was part of that series of My Little Ponies, but then I come to find out that it was like more an educational game aimed at young children, especially girls. Like, it was like the Genesis was trying to catch a female audience, But what do I think of the game? So I actually bought this game a couple of years ago. Believe it or not, this game did go for quite some money for a while, and then it dropped in price again. But I bought it, and it was always on my curiosity of what this game was about. And when I played it, it wasn't anything very stupendous or anything like that, but it was a rather entertaining game nonetheless. It was a nice little romp. And I quite enjoyed it. Believe it or not, when I was making the gameplay footage of the video, I actually it was a long time since I played it when I beat it. And when I started playing it again, at first I was kind of afraid. I'm like, because it's one of those games that you're just thrown in there and you don't know what to do. But then once you get the hang of it, you'll want to go and explore more. So it wasn't a bad game overall. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was cool. It was all right. But you know, being that we have all these ponies, that pony right there, that's an original, authentic My Little Pony. And you guys are wondering if this is my daughter's. No, it's not. It's actually my sister's. I snuck it out of my parents' house to present it to do this video. But she kept it in really good shape. It's like one of those fuzzy ponies. Believe it or not, when I was a kid, of course, my sister used to watch these cartoons. To me, it was a cool nostalgic thing to have the ponies and all of that, but it wasn't my thing. Now, this one right here, this is mine right here, and it's funny how it looks so much like the Crystal Pony, and that fake one back there is my daughter's. It looks a lot like the Crystal Pony, but this one, I believe, I know my kids got it for me either for Father's Day one year or for, I forgot, either birthday. I forgot, but I was gifted this. And of course, because it's a Ghostbuster crossover, you know, I kept it, and I'm not gonna, you know, deny it. I'm not a brony. I'm not, you know, although I've met a couple of guys that were bronies throughout my lifetime, they actually were fans of My Little Pony. And it was, man, it was like, okay, that's their thing. If that's what they like, that's what they like, you know. But I've always been curious of it because nostalgic reasons of my sister and now my daughter. She really, really loves these My Little Pony figures. And believe it or not, they made them more into like action figures. But enough talk about the toys. You know, back to the game. If you, even though it was criticized for being too pink. And yeah, the colors were too bright for the Genesis. But at the end of the day, it's not a bad game. It's a decent game. It's quite a nice little experience. I would suggest to give it a go. Don't be so closed-minded or narrow-minded of the game. Just because it's a girl intended for a girl audience. I feel like it's actually nice. It's not bad. And I had a lot of fun playing it. So I don't have anything bad to say about it. But it does bring me back because, like I said, My Little Pony with my sister, my daughter, and of course, I would see this game a lot back in the days. It was one of those games like the Three Stooges, like Wall Street Kid, that you'd see it in a lot of stands during my time. But I never bothered to pick it up. And I've seen really good condition games in the past, and I never picked it up until I got this one that's more crappier looking. But all in all, I really like it. So this episode is dedicated to my daughter. I can't even talk. This episode is dedicated to my daughter, Alexis. Happy birthday, baby girl. I love you, and I hope you have fun. And yes, and for everybody who likes My Little Pony, this one's for you guys and girls out there. Enjoy this episode and enjoy the gameplay of the game. This has been Eric, the one and only Barrier Collector. You guys take care. Peace out.
Good job. Good job. Good job.